two key moves that this person is doing that is making my gameplay a living nightmare. Yo, what's good, everyone? Finally back in here. Instead of doing some regular gameplay, though, we finally coming back into here with how to doing the how to deal with videos. So, but instead of actually doing like how to deal with pressure, how to deal with annoyances, something a little bit different here. And we're gonna start off by using Lee with this example. And what we're dealing with is how you deal with defensive players, right? And defensive players in the sense where they only do the safest and low risk options. And we're gonna go ahead and see what that looks like with this Lei right here. I'm not gonna play this whole first match. I'm just gonna jump right into it. We're probably gonna stop in the middle of the second match because I just want you to see what he was doing. And of course, when he beat me this match, he left. So I had no way to implement my downloads and, you know, my game plan on how to counter this sort of gameplay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see what I'm talking about here real quick. So immediately, as you can see, the round pretty much starts. I'm actually gonna get my arcade stick. I'm getting some good. Oops. Come on. All right, we'll start over again. All right, so I'm getting some good pressure here. I'm getting some good momentum, right? And I want to rewind just some more because there's a key move in here that we're gonna be looking out for. Two key moves that this person is doing that is making my gameplay a living nightmare. A living nightmare, and almost is not even fun to deal with this kind of play style. So we're gonna see that, right? So we're getting some momentum. We go with the crouch dash 1, forward 4, guaranteed, down 2 for the neutral. That move that he just did right there. So I'm not too sure what the notation is, but we're gonna look at it again. That. So keep an eye out for that, and if you want, let's play a game together and see how many times he does it in our session. So remember, there's two moves. That's the first one. That's the second one. So immediately he does the second one. Why are these two moves so annoying? Okay, here's why. First up, this move over here is gonna go ahead and go into a stance, I believe. I think he can go into a stance. I'm pretty sure. I don't play Lee, but I'm pretty sure this goes into a stance. He has some options into this. This low that he does here, as well as I believe a counter hit launcher, one of the two. I may confuse it with another low. Again, I don't play Lee, but I'm pretty sure after playing this Lee, those are the two moves he's done. So the first move goes into a stance and gives him pretty good options, right? We don't want that. The second move gives him a counter hit launcher, right? These are the two moves he's literally playing around. We're gonna see it. 2, 3, counter hit. You see, so that's when I'm starting to realize I'm like, oh, okay, right? So combo, we already know what it is. We're gonna go ahead and skip, right? I'm back up on my feet. I'm getting my pokes in, right? What is that? 3 times he did the low? Yeah, at this point I'm gonna have to put a counter, but you see he's doing the two moves. He did it again, and then that's the counter he's looking for. And that counter is a relatively safe option to do from what I experience, is because it's a high crush, right? So even if I throw a back 1, even if I throw a down forward 1, even if I throw a long vertical or lateral mid, right? He still has the opportunity to dodge that. He still has the opportunity to get that reward. So I successfully blocked the low, and this is also what I've been dealing with for all of my Tekken sessions. I don't know why that didn't connect. And there's been plenty of times where I'm off axis and I lost rounds because of that, right? Breaks the Shining Wizard, good break. I don't know what happened there. Yep, and then we got that. So then we're gonna just skip to the second round, and then I'm gonna skip to the matches when I actually start to download him and really beat this tactic, right? Does it again. Does it again. Does the low move again, and this time I'm spacing him out because Armor King has great range punishment, right? 4-2-1. If you're an Armor King player, keep that move on deck, please. So then this is when I start to realize that this dude is not like Okizeme, right? I realized it a little bit too late, but as soon as he's on the ground, while standing forward into those kicks or something crazy, right? Does it again. So somehow I missed that forward 4-3, but that's okay. I backed off, right? 4-2-1, interrupted him. I'm gaining momentum. Did the move again. 4-2-1. He did it again. So it's just this huge pattern. And he's just cycling that same move. So again, y'all already get the point. So we're gonna skip to the matches where we actually are able to use the knowledge that we learned against him, and when he actually rematches me this time, you know? So instead of a one and done. Alright, so at this point, I get the rematch finally, and I'm like, oh, now it's on. Like, I stumbled upon him in the lobby again. So we're gonna go ahead and, I don't know what just happened, I dropped something. We're gonna go ahead and look at this review again real quick. So I'm playing a lot of mids. I'm playing a lot of highs and mids right now. And what I'm doing on purpose is I'm trying to, at this point, condition him to stand up. I don't want him to duck. And he's already not ducking, so that's okay. Now I just at a point is I really, really need to be careful with my approaches. And at this point, if you need to play boring, if you really need to play boring, I'm talking about just stick to jabs and mids, which is a jab and a down four and some lows, just do it. Just do it, please. Because against players like this, it's gonna work out here. So we get the Shiny Wizard. I just realized the pause I had. And immediately I forget because there's been a couple matches since he's left. So immediately as soon as he gets up, boop, down 4-2. So I'm like, alright, whatever. And of course, you know, we memorize the combo here, gets 4-2-1, whatever that move is. Goes back into this same sequence, right? And at that point, this is when you need to start playing around this. It's really annoying, but there are two ways to kind of get through this, right? The first way is to maybe like be this close to his face so he doesn't have the space to play with setting himself up. That, or you did what I did here, right? And again, as Armor King, then, or any other character you're using, like, whiff punishing moves are very important. So if I was playing Jin, maybe I would have forward 4 on deck at this range. Maybe I would have crouch dash 1 on this range. Or if my execution, if I put more time into Jin on that, the Jin just takes too much time to like get warmed up, in my opinion. But if I was comfortable, I could have done a dash electric, and now the pressure's me, right? But again, it's character specific, different scenarios. In this case, he did the move, right? You see that? And he's like, oh, I want you to whiff now because of my whiff. And I said, no, I'm not gonna attack. Crouch dash to initiate a fake out. Get him. Alright? Now this is what's hilarious. This is what my Tekken sessions have been again, right? Not even the 4-2-1 reach. I did the 4-2-1 to be safe. And I somehow get that whip. And now my back is turned and I lost the round. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm like, in my heart of hearts, I knew I won that round, but whatever. And I lose this match, by the way. I lose this match, but I'm showing you this match on purpose. Yeah, I win the next match, right? And then at this point, it's almost like he knows he stole that round, right? And what do we do here in the neutral? Just, and I get it, you know, defense is defense, right? But he's just standing there at that point because now he has no space to set up the punishments. And now in my view, I'm kind of like making sure that I'm staying aggressive and I'm staying in his face, right? Again, certain tactics that you can use to initiate momentum. If you notice that your opponent really likes to kind of stay there and just do things to do a keep out, and again, it depends on the character you're facing and the character you're using, but depending on the situation, those two things can normally help with the momentum. So in this case, right, we didn't really initiate any grabs, right? We're just using pokes to chip down a defensive player. And we start off by doing this. Crouch dash 1 for momentum. Forward forward 2 for a mid-low mix-up, right? Because I have forward forward neutral 2. Stomp for the Okizemiya, he's getting up, and look what he does. Just stands there, not knowing what to do. So we're gonna, we understand that. We understand that now he looks like he's overwhelmed. So in this case, I miss my grab attempt, back away, and look what that sets me up for. And look what backdashing and spacing out your opponent, when you download your opponent in the sense where it's like, it's either gonna be this move or that move, right? You can create more opportunities, you know? JDCR as well, like even sidestepping, even small sidesteps, backdashes. The whole point is to create opportunities and room for you, right? 4-2-1 gets the whiff punish. He springs kicks. Somehow, like, once again, he's off axis and I miss my punish. I could have gotten the round. But he gets that instead, right? Alright. Ducking, me catching, right? Okay. Going to the next round here.
Fight.
Do I need to say anything at this point? Down 4-2. So you see what we did that time? He got knocked down. He went for the down 4-2, right? Because he thought I was gonna do some Okizeme move. So in this case, now it's my turn. It's my turn for the down 4-2. Let's go ahead and look at the properties of that. Let's go ahead and just real quick get the frames going in here real quick. It's safe on block, right? Down 4-2 is safe on block. I mean, I wish I had something like that, but whatever. He's -7. -7, and to him means it's +7 for me. It's my turn. It's your turn. Jab for the pressure. Wisp, it's okay. It's relatively safe. Down 3 for pressure. Momentum. Tries doing it again. I mean, the no mix-up. For the third time, I think that's the third time that's happened where I somehow misplace a move or something's happening here, right? Something happens where it makes me whiff. It happened again, so I don't know what impeccable timing I have or spacing I have, or because I don't know. I feel like it's gonna reach more and then it doesn't. So,
round 4. Fight.
Now let's see what it looks like when my matches don't get robbed. My rounds don't get robbed, which is what we see here. A no round brown, right? And at that point, I was already like exhausted from having to fight the way I was fighting. It was really tedious. You know, it felt like I was I think the best way to describe it, it was just like, you know, like I felt like I was doing all of the work, you know, and it was a lot of work. And then meanwhile, this dude is just using 2 moves to get the best of his rewards. So let's take this off here, right? Oops. All right. Okay, so one thing, if you guys don't know, if you didn't know by now, crouch dash 1, and when it hits at a far range, is a launcher. So remember that. Safe on block high. It's okay to throw it out. If Kazuya's and Jin's and Hayachi's can throw it out, throw yours out too. The only thing is like the delay and recovery is just a little bit longer. 4-2-1, 4-2-1, 4-2-1. I love doing that. So now my back is at the wall. My back is at the wall immediately. And again, that's the crap I'm saying. Is now, and just for whatever I did, I somehow get in a really bad spot for things I do every day. But anyways, besides the point. Down forward 1 to stop the high and low mix up. Stomp for momentum. Miss the grab attempt. And at this point, I'm already starting to understand when he's throwing lows. He's trying it. He's trying it. And this is when he's playing good. This is when it's an actual fight now, right? It's just unfortunate he's only still limiting himself to those 2 things. He hasn't done the high option because I'm too close. So you notice how because I'm close, I have pretty much disabled one of his safe options. See that?
KO.
And then we back away for the whiff punish. Now let's do it again.
Fight.
I missed the block, but that's okay. That means that instead of me being only certain frames an advantage, and I only get a while standing 4, I have free vulnerability, free movement to do whatever option I want. It's okay. I meant to do that. It's a pro strat gamer move right there. Blocking the low. I'm like, all right. He's trying it again now. Now that he has the spacing, he's trying the mix up again. That's okay. Good old shiny wizard, right back at you. Down 4-2. You see how he did it again? It was like immediate. It was like clockwork. So at this point now, I'm conditioning him to. I want him to stand up. I don't want him ducking. I don't want him ducking. Another pro strat gamer move right there. Goes for the full crouch mix up. I'm like, no, thank you. So. Throw those out, man. Throw those out. Sometimes it's worth
Round
it.
3. Fight.
See, he's trying it again. He tried it again. The good old Armor King with his whiff punishments right here. Great range. Trying to catch the sidestep. Nah, back one. Let's go. I did that wall combo because for some reason about this map, I hate the curved walls. They're never in a clean access. So for Armor King's wall ender, it always puts him at a disadvantage. Crazy, but it is what it is. So in this case, I don't finish it, then I decide just to go for a forward stomp. Plus frames, grab attempt, boom, we get him, right? So at the end of the day, like players like this are beatable. They really are beatable, you know? It's just, it is unfortunate when you have players that do the one and dones. You're not able to implement what you learned into the next match. And then if you face them again because it was a one and done, you didn't really have that down low there anymore because now you just fought other matches. Anyways, this was more of like hey, take a look at this video, but also I still would hope that you found something insightful and something knowledgeable within this video, because I know there's other characters that do this too. If I run across for them, be sure that I am gonna make more videos like this. But other than that, again, hope you guys learned something. Take care.